All right. I'm back. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? I'm so proud of your strength, niece. I lost my mom too. Oh, yes. Okay. I know what you are going through, and I stand with you 100%. Take your time. Oh, thank you, Auntie. Thank you. I'm so glad you tuned in. Just got my watermelon drink because, as y'all know, they're running out the seeded ones here in the city. So for us city people, we have to stick together, y'all. We got to stick together. That's all I'm saying. And yes, you caught up with. Hey, there's Sister Candy. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to come a little early. My elders need me. Y'all know how that is. I told y'all I did not get any wisdom that you all believe that I have that I'm sharing. Let me make sure that you all MC products. That it comes from my elders. And so I got to make sure that I am there for them today. This is the reason why I have to come for you guys early. Like I stated before, I am not one that's able to be before the internet all day. I actually get my hands into the nitty gritty. All praises be to God for that, with helping the community and helping our people. And so when I'm able to come before you all, when I can, then that's just the Most High just opening up that door so that I can. But the real work, y'all, as y'all know, like I said, you got a lot of people out here on the internet now doing a whole lot of talking, but not as many people are doing the work. If you know what I'm saying. Um, this is, for so many others, it is, I know for a fact, it's a money thing. For me, it's a work thing. It's a progress thing. Because at the end of the day, you all have to do the work that it takes in order to help heal your own body. We can give you the information, we can give you testimonies, but at the end of the day, you're with yourself 24/7. That's what I've been led to say on this Wellness Wednesday. This is a special announcement because I wasn't going to be able to come before you guys at noon like I normally do, because I do have a special thing that's taking place for one of my elders. And I didn't know that it was going to fall on Wednesday. And once in a lifetime place to be with my elders, to make sure that they are spiritually and physically well. And so, and I do have to assist in that area. So I pray that you all understand. You all on the roll on Wellness Wednesday. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm looking. Yes, you all. Keep Sister LaShawn Durham in prayers. You all, send your love. Girl, I'm doing well. Okay, great, good testimony, Sister LaShawn Darren, that's been on the healthy products. All praise be the Most High. Check up. She able to share this. I know she doesn't mind testimony. She's good, colon wise, and we're going to make sure that stay the same. So I will be ordering. You guys weren't playing. Y'all wasn't playing on the colon. I have to mention this again. I had testimonies from different ones coming in. Y'all taking y'all stuff. Look at that on Wellness Wednesday. That's what makes it a Wellness Wednesday, is when you're doing well. Okay, or at least better than what you was yesterday or last week. How about that? How about that? Because we know it's a journey. So I want anybody to feel don't go beating yourself up. Oh, I'm still sick, so I'm not doing well. We're not gonna do the pity party thing, okay, y'all? And so this colon purifier, I told y'all, it's no joke. You take this, y'all want to lose gut weight. I even use it myself. Yes, I do. If I'm taking in too much of the fatty fruits like the coconut or the avocados or bananas, if you don't get that real good workout to work that out, and you're not outside, or you don't have a really a exercising routine, those particular fatty fruits will build up good fat, not bad fat, but it will build up some within the gut. And if you don't want that, then just note that even though it comes off, it's not something that sticks on you really bad. It's not the kind that would turn into rubber like the artificial fat does. So you don't have to worry about that. But nevertheless, it will put on a little extra meat. So for those of you all that's a little smaller than what you don't want to be, I know we have a few that tunes in that is below, a little bit below what their weight and height is should be due to the lack of the body being able to absorb nutrients. And so, for those who all that want that, remember I've shared with you all before the fatty foods. All you gotta do is Google that today. Those are the same. X out anything that's toxic that you know that we don't promote, but just note that the banana and the avocado and which other one? Those are the main ones that we all usually have. Those are natural fatty foods, and so we just want to give a good that was a praise. That was a quick praise break that Sister LaShawn is doing great. That being said, and the colon purifier is what I would recommend for next year, Sister LaShawn. If you catch this one in enough time, that's what I'm going to recommend in order to make sure that no pallets or anything show up with your next colonoscopy. And so this has been known for being able to do that. Even if you go in and they say, okay, we see a pile up, if you don't get it removed, this can help it be removed. I have living testimonies that this will do that, just that job. It will most definitely help assist in that area. And so therefore, colon purifier, I have another shipment coming in this week, so you can have it shipped as early as next week to you. Um, and now, if you want to pay for overnight shipment, now you can have it. Oh my God, they got me good. I got to give Sister Edna a call because she said she's going to help me with the discount or to show me how to get this thing discounted. So much to do, not enough time, but I'm getting it done. And our people, the main important thing is that you all are getting your products. That's what I'm thankful for, and I'm thankful for having the means. The last of the melon, y'all, because they are finna not have my seeded watermelon. So I got to get the last of it in. I want to get it in, and this has moringa, 1 tablespoon of the powerful. I'm going to change the label, y'all, to not just organic moringa. It's going to be called the miraculous moringa. I put that, blend that into my watermelon. It's what I do. And then it's actually great for when women, when y'all get ready to start the cycle, especially for those of you all that are have fibroids or issues during cycling time, cramping. Get some melons in your system or some mangoes, and those help, those enzymes in there help to break down all that extra mucus. And it's best not to eat anything heavy, especially chocolate, yeast, all bread, all toxic meat. All that is best not to eat. And any of that, if you all, if any of you all or your daughters are experiencing cramps doing this, or which leads me to remember, is it Sister Candy? Does we don't we supposed to be it just came to mind. Still supposed to be getting a consultation in for your daughter. Let me know if that's still the case, and we can get her scheduled in next week for sure. And so we'll go from there. My apologies to any other few that's been helping out and been supportive. And we don't have that chat time like we used to because I got this one woman queen thing going on with just a little bit of sister. But hey, where there's a will, a way has been made. Okay. And so, no, don't, y'all know my heart is with all my sister queens that I get a chance to talk to and get a good prayer in, good one-on-ones. And then we just get the chance to just talk, and talk some good stuff and be encouraging to one another. I have not had that time, y'all. This month has not been that. And I knew I was going to get busy, but I wasn't expecting to get that. Well, okay, I was. I ain't gonna say that. And so yeah, I'm so glad you all was able to tune in. You got different ones tuning in now. It's seedly watermelon juice good also. As long as it's all natural, a non-GMO, you can always ask the grocer and they will tell you whether or not it's considered a non-GMO. That's what I'm going to say. Of course, the goal is to always get the seeded because all of your nutrients is packed into the seeds, y'all. And so that's the reason why they're abstracting it. Ask the question, why are they making them seedless? Is it really because they feel like people are not wanting to get the watermelon because of the seeds? Absolutely not. You can Google that too. I know a lot of people say you can't Google everything. Well, that you can. They are using those seeds to take and make and to make them a genetic modified version of the seed. Now that they are able to do that, like they have done for years now, to recreate, to produce more, and to make it their own, to patent the watermelon as their own. So now it's not, so look, it's not going to be good enough that they can get the seeds from farmer, get a full watermelon from a farmer and still sell it, and the grocer or the person who is the merchant can get paid for it, and then they get the tax. They said, this is what they're saying: the tax ain't good enough, or owning the land ain't good enough to where you all buy the seeded watermelon from us. No, we want the seed, so we can have control over all of the, or at least 90% of the production of whatever that land. And that's a lot of land, you all, that they're owning now. So man, if that's greed from another place that I can't even comprehend. The fact that that a group of people that can't even, that probably don't even eat it, want to have that much control over seeds, to the point to where they say, okay, now the fruit ain't good enough. We know it's good, but we want to have control over it to where they can only get it to us. And not only that, we want to make it genetic. We don't even want to make it original, because we want to, y'all know what they want to do. They want to depopulate. Don't go loosen it, y'all, on me. Don't it. If this stuff start to stress you all out when you all hear this, come on now. It's Wellness Wednesday, all about the mind and how you processing. Give me a call. I will get you a consultation in, because fear is not of God, but it did state that we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So, good question about the seeded watermelon. Yes, it's okay, long as it's not a non-GMO. But the best preference is to try to find the seeded. Of course, it's going to be challenging if you're living in the city like I am. But those you all who have transportation, you know how y'all take them little short trips, or you go to them outlets that's a half an hour away, or if you go to grandma and auntie no way every now and then. Notice I say every now, I ain't say every. I say every now and then. You know how y'all do that when y'all take them little hour trips? Some people do. That's how you want to treat when you want something seeded. If you are in an area where you know your local farmer still have access to it, and you're in a warmer climate, please take advantage of that. That's what you want to take and burn a little gas for, because that's going to be worth it. That's your health and wellness. That's your health right there. That's worth it, versus all the other things that we do that we'll go out our way once out the month or once every other 2 weeks to go and get your watermelon. Then they'll keep for at least a week if you don't get it too right. And then you can always take it and freeze it. I don't freeze mine because I drink mine down like water. Oh my God, I can't wait to get to that. And then I just got started as well. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get to the products, but I'm gonna make sure I look at the question. Hey there, Pastor Sim. Yes, I had to do. I have not forgotten you. I had to get to this live because I knew that I had another engagement. I'm trying to wait. I was trying to make sure that my elder did not, that I didn't have to get in there. Hold on. Y'all on the road today. I am taking in for Facebook. I'm going to tune in. Oh, absolutely. I have a question for a wife that had a question for her husband. I have to say it like that because I don't know if they're okay with me dispelling the name like I did. I know Sister LaShawn doesn't mind, but a wife asked good question. She's asking. She said the husband had blood work done. Test came back where the white blood cell count is low. I believe that's what she's saying. Came back, yeah, low. Was wondering if there's something in the multivitamins, which brings me to this. If the multi-advanced liquid multivitamins, the non-GMO, if this would help with levelizing, absolutely yes, 100%. And anytime y'all see the little squinch coming up where I'm sacrificing a wrinkle up in my head, it's for two different reasons. Either I'm 1000% for sure something, or I'm wondering what in the world is going on. Yes, absolutely, absolutely will help with your red blood cells, nourishing it, because those white blood cells, you all don't get too caught up in that lingo. Notice we live in a country. For those of us who's here in this country, live in a country to where they can change a word about 3-4 different type of ways, but the same way that they do with the terminologies, as far as the medical diagnosis is and concerning our bodies. And one would like to ask the question, why? I'm one that I paid attention to language. It could just be that it's in my DNA. I have an uncle who speaks 21 different languages, and he's still alive to this day. And that's my father's brother. And so I know that it's in it, but mine is more of it's a spiritual thing. Where I remember working in an airport years ago. I think I was about 19. I took a little part-time job, and I'm working on a terminal in the gift shop where nothing but what we call foreigners is coming off of the plane. And all of them came in speaking different country languages, but I can promise you that I didn't even realize that I was communicating with them and getting them everything that they wanted. Some of them didn't even point, of course, because 80% of language is actually did with the body. Just in case you all don't know, just like when I do a little scrunch, you get it. And I used to get made fun of. They say, yeah, you need to be on part of that show, Lie to Me, because it's hard for you to lie to me in my face, or I can just sense, I can see it, the body language. It's just certain things that we have the ability to do, you all. This is the reason why certain evil entities do not want you all to get healthy, because they know that we have the power. That is power to know when you're being bamboozled, when you're being tricked, or when someone is changing up the language, like I'm speaking to a foreigner, and if they can't communicate with me, then I could give them whatever. They don't know, they're coming into a new country. And so if they're asking for food and I give them a magazine, they're going to look like, huh? Well, this is kind of what they're doing, you all, when you all are asking questions about, and they know that you don't understand what you are asking about, or what they're saying to you, that could cause you to feel like, oh, now this is the opportunity for me to present to you any type of drug that's going to cause a problem where there is no problem. Tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Just be honest. White blood cells is mucus formed cells. That's all that really truly is, you all. We all have what they call, and I don't like prescribing to the term cancer, honestly, but we're gonna play that game. We're going to play that little mind game for now, because I understand that this is what they call it, but it's a mucus form cell. So anytime you're eating fruits or liquids and absorbing it, that's loaded with high antioxidant fruits and vegetation, that cleanses that, and it nourishes, and it literally regenerate your cells. Those little bitty little dots, it gives it power. It gives it, they say you got the juice. Yes, you got the juice. This is what this would do. So yes, it is created. All these natural 100 some different power superfoods were created to regenerate your cells, to make them healthy. That's what it's for. So whatever diagnose that someone is doing, first of all, stop prescribing to that. Stop receiving all of the negative feedback, especially if somebody say it looks like something. Half of them are blind. I don't mean no harm. Half of them can't even read the charts properly. Your doctor come in with glasses just like you, I'll be concerned. If your radiologist come in there with glasses on, I would be concerned. Or if they got contacts, sometimes you need to ask that question. I'm not afraid to ask questions, y'all. So I like to most definitely encourage you guys. It's your body. It's your insurance. It's your money. It's your time. It's your life. You have the right to ask a question. So how's your vision? How? So do you have any vision problems? You can ask a question. Y'all ask health and wellness people the same question. So what disease did you fight back from, or what encouraged you? What made you do this? Ask your doctor that too. I was just speaking to one of my people, one of my family members, just last night, And they said, we noticed the doctor said that their doctor had said that ain't no way that they were going to go in for a surgery. And it was a very common one. It was just to have a little cyst removed. They said, ain't no way I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go and I'm going to give me something natural. Now, this is what the medical doctor said. And somebody came up to me after one of the services that I was in and said, are you an MD? I said, absolutely not. No. I said, and I'm thankful and proud to say so. That's not to knock everyone that's in the medical field. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying, but I am only acknowledging those who have taken out the time to use their God-given common sense to know that there is no way that you should be getting taught for 12 years only about prescription drugs and only 7 hours of quote unquote nutrition. What's new about it? It's not renewing the body. That is the American sad diet. It is killing off something in you. And so that's, yeah, y'all, I'm on the go, y'all, because it's a whole lot that's coming. I know this season, I know this wickedness is already here. But I know it's getting ready to get real busting, real bold and real on the go now. It's ready to wipe out quite a bit of our people at this time of year, starting now. It's already done started, but this is the beginning stages of it. This is the time that they celebrate how many lives that can be taken. It's sad, but this is the reality. And too many of our people are being deceived. Like and share to anyone that you all think that would be interested in purchasing or trying to give a donation, whatever they have to do to get the vitamins, the advanced multivitamin in the system. Once again, it does not contain no artificial colors, sweeteners, flavors, no sugar, no starch, no yeast, no casein, no wheat, no gluten, no soy, no milk. I know I dare to try to go down this whole list of everything. They got aloe vera juice, man, the inner leaf of the cell, the gel, the calcium it has in there. You got red algae, y'all, sea minerals. That's the organic version, all natural. They got even some of the colloidals in there. They got they got the whole plant, the grape seed, y'all, that's in there. Y'all looking for the grape seed? I told y'all they're using it. And they're putting the seeds in, they're putting it in different things to stretch it. Grape seeds is in here, you all. They have we have a pomegranate extract in here. The graniums kind. We have blueberry fruit extract in this one. We have the chokeberry fruit. Oh my goodness, we don't normally see that in everything. Oh my goodness. And it has in parentheses the original name of the fruit. Don't you just love that? That's what I'm talking about, y'all. So y'all know what you get in your system. They have a dose of the mango sting in it. The mango, y'all, is in there. Abstract is in there as well. I love this. Cranberry fruit. It has that in there as well. Goji berry. The original natural fruit abstract of the goji berry. You know how super, man, you know how powerful that goji berry is all by itself? It looks like a little red raisin, a little wrinkle dry raisin. You think it don't do anything. Oh, please take about a couple of those goji berries, let it soak in a little bit of glass of pure water. Eat those things. You're talking about energy. You're talking about energy. You're talking about mental clarity. I can't stress it enough. And I did come across an article where they was trying to down goji berries and found they pray over that. Since they've been having us praying over toxic, non-nutritional food, pray over your real food. Pray over that. That's what I recommend you all to do, and see what a difference that will make in your health today. That's what I recommend. And then we also have, God, y'all, it's loaded. It got mulberry fruit extract in there. It got, my God, woo! It has green onion. I don't know how they get that abstract in there. Apple abstract. They got it got the camu. Y'all been asking somebody, just ask me about that camu. Well, it's in here, y'all. That's why it's called advanced multivitamin. I mean, when I say some superfoods in here, it's superfoods abstracts in here. They have the broccoli abstract in there, the echinacea, turmeric, garlic, basil, oregano. I ain't lying, y'all. Cinnamon, elderberry, carrots. I've I've gone over it before, but just every time I go back, I get all excited because for for someone to mix this as well as they did and have it to boost the immune system the way that they did, brilliance. This is what I get excited about. I don't get excited about everybody that's singing a song. Even though that's a beautiful gift to have, I don't get excited about the star that's done that's on the movie. I don't. I'm not starstruck, but I do get excited, and I love giving praise and giving honor to our people that will create something that's good for our people to be able to live a more healthier life by. That's what I'm most impressed by. People that are doing things that are from the heart, and that take much love and much excellence, see, in the mind to be able to put together elixirs like this, given with everything that's going on to do this. And this is not me promoting this advanced multivitamin. It's me thanking God, just thanking God. I can't stress enough. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain how long I've been praying that I found one. I've searched high and low. And there's only been maybe two companies that me personally that I've come across that I was impressed with how they mix in all those superfoods. So yes, you all have it. This $69.99. Those of you all that come in, get your consultation for free. 1 ounce a day for children. 1 tablespoon would do them just fine. Give them 1 tablespoon a day. So yes, it's good for the family, good for making your red cells healthy, and the white cells, rejuvenating them to them for them to be healthy as well. Of course, you know that's not all you take all day, so don't get. It's not all of the amount of all of the superfoods that you need, but that is your booster. That is your help. This is your support. I can't stress that enough. And then the power of the sea moss. The sea moss will help with the red, with the mucus filled white blood cells too, sister and Dorothy. That will help as well too. You all don't go to sleep on it. I don't know how long before they and the reason why I say that, I don't know how long before they're able to overtake even the few companies and those who have their land. I don't know, but you know where we live and how they do. If someone will go outside of a country to take somebody else's things, just like they've done with the uranium all these years with Africa. Now these people are fighting back now. Really, will we fight back here? If someone come in taking their little land, will we help fight for the farmer that's actually not using pesticides and chemicals? Will we help fight for them? The way now you see parts of Africa is rising up in different parts. They're raising up their group of people to fight back for their land that's been raped. We were supposed to let the land yield and take rest. That is what it was supposed to do, and we have not done that. And so there's been a treason that's been committed against nature, you all. And so when you get good healthy products, and it's best to get it, keep it on top of the shelf. You're gonna wind up needing it one day. You may even have to. I'm gonna go as far as I'm gonna be honest with you all. You may even have to barter with it one day. Where if you got that to be able to help somebody that come knocking and sick at your door, you may need it for that as well. That's what I see. So get it while you can. This is not the time to be shopping for a bunch of clothes and jewelry and all this other stuff. This is the time to get everything that you need to be stored up for your health of yourself and your families and even your neighbors, if you can. If you can. Okay. And that's the reason why I appreciate you all. I do want to give special thanks and appreciation to those of you all that sending in donations, because those donations, they don't they haven't risen yet to the point to where I can take and buy up or purchase all of the goods of the land. However, it does help sometimes for those who all that's on fixed income, that's sickly. I like to be able to either give a big discount or be able to give some things that's not leaving as fast. But as of right now, everything that I have is leaving. It is. So you all are clearly taking note, and you all have done your homework. So that is something to thank God for, something to give yourself Pat on the back for that, because that means that you all know the power of these particular herbs and elixirs and vitamins that I am giving to you all. That's all that tells me, and that you are all are supportive as well. So I appreciate that. Sister Tracy down. Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Blue chart. It's okay. I'm going down the list, you all. Beautiful people. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I can't wait to speak to you, Pastor Simmons. I miss you. I do. Look at my beautiful. Mwah! And there we go. It's good to see you. I appreciate all of your support and help. Good. So yes, 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 it is. Yes, it is. Michelle found me. Right. Okay, good to see you, Sister Tyra. Be taken on an empty stomach. I'll be honest, I have, because I don't believe that our stomachs are quite as empty as we think that it is. However, if you're one of the very few that don't have anything on your stomach, and then keep in mind, you all, when they started that don't take certain things on an empty stomach, keep in mind that from what I acknowledge, if somebody know anything different, please put it in the chat. They started that when they started to present to us and offering us these artificial drugs and saying don't put it on empty stomach, because they know the chemical reaction will automatically have the body fighting back so fast, and and you'll know then that you're not getting in something that's real truly good and natural for the body, and it will persist if that's all you're taking in. And so honestly, I haven't taken mine yet today, but and I have not eaten yet today. And I will share, I did have my nice elimination in the morning, as I should, as the body should, when you've eaten a meal a day before. I did a 1 day fast, and then I went into my whole meal. I did do it a little later than what I was accustomed to, but nevertheless, my body still stayed on track to have a nice bowel movement, healthy bowel movement the next morning. Bottom line, I don't have anything on my stomach. You guys can't see right now. I don't have anything on my stomach right now. But let's find out, Sister Candy. I like demonstrations if you all didn't haven't figured it out. And I do not, oh, for the record, you can put it in the top, but make sure that y'all clean this top out. I know people don't pay attention to stuff like that, but I do, because the liquid is so nice and so potent that it'll drizzle inside of this out, and it'll drizzle down the white container, y'all. So just FOI, look for your info. If you're going to use the top for your ounce, I say be careful, because you'll wind up wasting some of it if you don't clean it out good. Clean it out, rinse it out good, so that way. Hold on 1 second, y'all. This mind TV. If I don't answer her, she gonna keep going. So I gotta get her, y'all. I gotta get her. Hey, Auntie, I'm on live. I had to do a little early. Remember?
Okay, go ahead then.
Are you okay?
No, I was just seeing what you was doing.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm on the YouTube live. I will call you in a bit.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, see, I started a different time from it, so she's trying she's trying to catch me in enough time. Oh boy, yes. And so here goes. I had to do that because then I was going to get some interference. So I didn't mean to be unprofessional, y'all. But then again, it's kind of hard to put me in a box. Okay, now I am alive and human here. I am not a robot. I'm saying I am not a robot. Can I say that? For different ones that's concerned about what AI is doing. Oh, this is the reason why the spirit is so important, you all, to know the spirit and the nature of the person that you went. I really feel bad for those. I've had several people call this say that there were certain people that they just could not feel over the internet. They said something is off. Well, something was off because I personally knew them. So something was off. But at the same time, that's what it means by having the right spirit, having a good spirit. If AI start to take over, then I would think that you would know, because I don't think that they can truly mimic the spirit, the true essence and energy of. I mean, I know I noticed it, and if you be blind to that, then yes, I am concerned. That means to get as healthy as you can, so you can open up that brain. I'm gonna just say the brain, so you can be able to absorb what's real and what's not, what's authentic and what's not. So I'm not afraid of this whole thing that they're talking about them. I believe my people gonna know me no matter what. Ain't no robot gonna be able to truly mimic who I am and who you are when you're operating from the spirit of the holy, powerful spirit of God. It cannot mimic that. Yep, I said it. It cannot. And if it does, ooh wee, if they manage that, we in trouble. We in trouble. Because there is one that states that in the last days, if there is not a return, that the very elect will be that the very elect will be deceived. That means those who are highly intelligent, those who are highly in tune with the spirit realm of what of that is of the Father, and that is not. And so we have to be careful with that as well. So just pay attention, you all. This is another reason why it's good for us to be healthy. All right. And now we're going to move on to did I answer your question, Sister Candy? More time to be taken on it. Yes. I was just getting ready to do so. I was looking for me a little glass because I don't want to put it in the top anymore. I got a little glass. Y'all don't mess with me now. I don't be trucking down the wine. I just like that it's a glass. I like the yes, I like that it's pretty. I said it. I like that it's pretty. I like pretty glasses. I'm gonna do it like this. That's how I do it, y'all. I just put just a little bit. Oh boy, that's potent. That is potent. You're gonna smell all that and some more. Cause I don't want it to drizzle down the top. And I just take this. Let's see, Sister Candy. Can we take it on empty stomach? I'm gonna stay on here for about a half an hour and then we'll see how I feel, okay? And this is on a empty stomach. I have not, I repeat, do you see? This is what I would drink first with my moringa in it. This is what I would normally do. You see it's whole. I have not drank it. I'm gonna do the vitamin first. And it has appeared inside of this world. I can't wait till y'all get y'all's in this week. Y'all tell me how y'all like it. Give me feedback. I like feedback. If y'all don't, I already know that hey, just keep taking this a process. That tastes so pure and it's amazing how I can taste all of the different everything that they say that's in there. If they left out something, I'm telling you, no, you can take it on an empty stomach, Sister Candy, Jerry. And everybody is different. Let me say this. Let me put the disclaimer out there because I know there's a lot of people that's getting confused. There's a lot of folks that's giving out the same regimens, and people got different type of conditions. Let me say this. I had to do a lot of cleaning up work. I don't know. I guess it's the firstborn in me. I always cleaning up behind younger siblings, so I'm still cleaning up in health and wellness. If that's let me say this, if you don't have a very highly sensitive stomach where or wrestling with a lot of high anxiety where you're afraid to try anything different, your system, and you don't have leaky gut syndrome where meaning your intestines is got holes in it. See how extreme that got to be, where you can't take this natural advanced multivitamin. That's the only way I could think that you would feel a little unsettled, but it won't cause any harm. It should not cause any harm. I've not known, even for those that have some of the artificial things left in it. I don't hear too many people having an issue with it. I just wanted to get away from those pills, y'all, over a period of time that messes with the liver and messes with the gut. I don't care even when everybody talking about, well, it's veggie capsule, it's veggie capsule, it's veggie capsule. Let me ask you something simple. Y'all know how I am by now. Everybody that's used to tuning in know how I am. I like making sense out of things. Just having people to think with just a little common sense. When you eat your regular food, when you eat your fruit, do you eat it with a casing over it? Do you eat it with any form of plastic that's made from out of any form of plant? Only when you eating your fruit, does it have a plastic covering over it that says that it's made out of veggie? When you eat your banana, don't you peel it so that you can get to the meat of the organic banana? Some of y'all even peel the apple. When you get to your orange, don't you peel your orange? Some of y'all might shave, but some of y'all that's actually cooks and chefs, you might shave off a little bit of the zest. Yes. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Thank you, Sister Sandra. Yes. So why would I be constantly taking in something that they're saying that's natural with any form of casing on a regular basis all day, every day? and expecting for my body to recognize that over and over and over again. It's made into the gelatin capsule. No, and the answer is, y'all, let's get away from that as much as possible. If that's all you have, and it's a actual real non-GMO, no artificial flavored vitamin, that's why I tell you. That's why some of you all that call in for consultation that's tuning in, that's why you notice I always ask, you can send me a picture. If you have a picture phone, send me a picture of your vitamins, turn it in the back and let me see. I'm not attacking vitamins because, yes, it is good that you get something. Open up the case is what I'm trying to say. Put it into something. That's your best way of taking it. Don't consume a whole lot of not even veggie capsules. The body is not designed to constantly be breaking down tons of those. And I know some people that takes maybe about 5 or 6 different vitamins in gel capsules, 6 or 7 a day. I said, that is open up those capsules, y'all. You don't take your water and drink your water in a casing. You drink the water from out of the cover, out of the casing. Even if they do say, oh, it's non-GMO, it's PBH free. Do you drink the plastic container? I'm just saying, let's just use a little common sense here. Do you drink the types of plastic container because they said this is a healthy form of plastic? Do you drink do you take and eat that whole? No, you don't. No. And some else drink water every day. No, you do not. Do you take in the glass just because they said, oh, the glass is pure? Do you take that in? No. Get the original form is all I'm saying. Get the original piece of that. There's some people say, well, why come you want to do the liquid moringa? Because the leaf is better. That's why. That is a particular super herb that once you put it to some water, liquid form, it ignites. It's powerful. Some herbs are more powerful in this more natural state of form versus abstracting it. And the moringa is well proven to be one. The sea moss, same way. I'll get it flake or powdered. I don't want it liquid just out of convenience. No, it's more powerful in its more original form. It's already enough that we done dried it out, y'all. Come on now, y'all. It's not like that's going to be your whole meal, like you sitting down with a whole bowl and plate of some sea moss and moringa and eating it like it's a whole soup. It's not like nobody telling you to have it for a whole meal. You're just doing 1 tablespoon of it. I'd like for us to just think about it because I know the stuff that messes with our head. I've heard it and I've thought it myself when I first got started. Yes, I have. I'm like, oh boy, I gotta take this. Ugh. Now, yes, you need to take this. After a while, when you start feeling better, you're only feeling that way because you're going through the healing process. And you're trying to get used to, because we're such creatures of habit, you're trying to get used to just doing something different. And that's okay. But I promise you, when you start noticing that your blood pressure is being regulated, I promise you, when you notice that your blood sugar level is more normal and regular, I promise you, when you start having less headaches and you start losing that excess amount of waste and toxic waste that you've been carrying around, I promise you, you won't be complaining no more. So, y'all, let's do this thing. This is the reason why I come before you all when I can. This is the reason why I'm so passionate and I talk your ear off when you finally come in for y'all. Yes, I am aware. First, because I love you all so very dearly. I do. I don't got to be, your mama ain't got to be my mama. Your daddy ain't got to be my daddy. But all you have to be is God's people. And I'm telling you now, I know that he didn't keep me alive and he didn't keep you alive to this day, just for us not to be a blessing one to another. That's what I know. And so I'm not, look, y'all, I always seek for wisdom and for God to give it to me to simplify things, because I understand I'm coming from out of college and at many different tables with the so-called highly educated people. And yeah, I would be put in that bracket, but no, I'm the one that cut the crap. Come through when they get to talking all that extra jargon, and I know exactly where they're going. Well, this is what we get the people. I'm the one that's gonna wind up putting down the glass, making a little noise. That's what I wind up doing. Come on, y'all. We're talking about real living people here. We just can't just give them something that's only going to help one thing. And then here it is, they got 10 other conditions that's going on in the body. Yes, I have to sit at the table with doctors sometimes, you all, just in case you didn't know. There's a lot that I can't tell you all on over the live stream that I can make mention though in some of the consults. That's why I tell you guys, get your consultation in. I know it's hectic sometimes. My schedule is getting more busy and busier, but get in where you can fit in. It's my advice. I told you I'm not your regular. Less. I do not have this down packed to a T because I want to make my $100 at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then I'm checking off every day like some people do, trying to see what my quota was for the day. That's not me. I'm checking it off in the spirit for the 9 fruits of the spirit. Did I forgive? Did I give good consultation? Did I express my love? Did did we get down to the bottom of how to fix to tackle one of the ailments at least this session? Did that person did we pray? That I'm checking off the 9 fruits of the spirit. Did I encourage them? Did I? Okay, great. Y'all know you got to call back in and ask me, oh, well, Dr. I didn't get my payment in. That's important because it helps me to be able to do this. And it's going to help with the foundation that I'm going to have for NIJ that I have now. And yes, it's slow, but I know it's going to increase as time go by. I just don't believe in pressure and unnecessary stress monetarily for our people like this. Dr. Simmons know me in that area. And I think of quite a few others, such as Sandra. You all know me in the area, Mama Cherry. You all know me in that area. That is not my worry. I believe that's the reason why the Most High, one of the reasons why He does take care of me and provide, even in the midst of separation from family and all that I've gone through, is because of heart. That's the key. Not just having knowledge and not just having business, but having love in the heart and giving that first. Because if you don't have nothing else, if I don't have a product to get, I got love. That's more powerful than anything. I have knowledge and wisdom that God has placed within me to help share with you, wherewith maybe it will help you to launch you off into your destiny and you become that so-called guru to do what it is that the Most High has caused you to do. That's even powerful within itself. And so I think like that because this is what health, what real true health and wellness is. This is what I call what we like to focus on, holy. Come on, we holy. I mean, holy, holy, holy. Really? I'm gonna leave that right there, y'all. We gonna leave that alone. Let's just say we're striving for perfection. Let's just say that. Let's say we're striving for perfection. Let's say that and be fair. Come on now. We're striving for perfection. I told one of our pastors, she got to me, she said, I was talking to her and we was having a conversation early on and I told her what I do. I said, I don't mind fellowshipping with you all, even though I was honest with her. I said, I wasn't a cut. I grew up around a lot of beautiful, strong, spiritual minded, prayer warring women all my life. And I said, so I think I had it from here. I didn't think I needed another one to add up in there, especially not this one. This one was, yes, she, woo, geez, most definitely one, a seer out of this world. And this is when I was going through how I made it through. They basically lifted me up in Wakanda style. I hope one day I can get to the place. Thank you all for like and share. Where they lifted me up like the Wakanda, like in the movie Wakanda, where they raised them up, and all the sisters got underneath me. It was at least probably about 10 of them, and he raised my whole body up, and basically gave me right back to the heavens of the heavens. While I was going through this is after Najee passed, had transitioned on home, and also I'm doing my separation, and I was like, oh wow, I see why we had to meet. That so she had the strength. Well, I had the answers to certain health questions that she had, and she'd been already teaching and forewarning her people about how important it is for us to eat healthy, to treat the temple right, to take our time. She's already had many people. She too had already been giving out vaccination exemption forms or showing people how to take those. I said, wow, here it is. You was just what 20, 30 minutes away and we didn't know about you. She's like, Most High ain't told me to expose everything that I'm doing. This is just for believers. This is just for those who get it. This is for those who are not blind. And that I'm gonna tell you honestly, you all, this is how I think as well. And so I get caught up in the numbers, because when you get caught up with the numbers, that leads to you getting so caught up with the money as well. Money gonna come, money go. We get the money. What you get money for? To spend it on the things that you say that you need and that you want. That's the purpose of it. To give, to help others in what they need and what they want. That's it. That's it. I like the fact that my people can trust me with finances more so than I do having it and can't be trusted. That makes sense. Having it and not doing right by it. Having it and still losing your house and going broke and not paying your bills. Come on now, y'all. Same that we're saying about the vitamins and nutrients. What's having healthy food if you're not going to eat it? Eat your food. You all start wasting your money, because that's the first thing that our people, what we quick to say, it's expensive. It's expensive. So you mean to tell me that even though I just X'd out all of the chemicals and the drugs, I had did one years ago. I wish I could have shared that with you all, where I showed the whole list of foods that I had got, of groceries that I had gotten for under $100, and how they could stretch it and show them how to make the meals within 1 week. And yes, we're going to get back to that eventually. We're going to get back to that. Y'all bear with me. Like I said, we didn't even think we could do the cookie show that you all had gotten at that time, because, oh my God, a few of you all know I was being attacked at that time. And ooh wee, I'm a wine. I have to do like my big brother, Arthur Johnson. Ooh wee. If y'all only knew what I had to go through just to even get you that. Well, we're going to get it back again, and we ain't going to have those type of distractions. We ain't going to have the type of distraction, but it's going to come back bigger and better. I can assure you that much. Look, mark my words. Mark the date. Save it. Save this video. Gonna come back, and we're going to look back on it, and we're going to like, look at what God has done. Faith without works is dead. I don't plan on stop working for no, and you shouldn't either, until the mission is complete. Until your Savior, your Father, your belief system, and within your spirit, it said, well done, my good and faithful servant. That is the goal. But you can't get there. You can't get there without too much attitude. Can't get there in the right spirit. Not taking care of yourself, not loving on yourself enough to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself, ladies, and now some men. Ladies, taking care of yourself does not mean just going to the nail shop. I know that's not some of y'all, but it might be somebody else. Like, share. It's not just getting your manicure and your pedicure. It is not just getting your little lashes done. It is not going into the place just getting your weave done or getting your braids in. Come on now, y'all. That's just the outer little cover there. And I know, yes, we feel so good. We look in the mirror, y'all getting your little Mary J. Blige on. When I'm looking at me and past the mirror. Okay, yeah, y'all going. Just fine. Woo. Y'all just feeling yourself. Gotcha. I know y'all wasn't expecting that. Said the doctor self said, did you bust out with Mary J? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Y'all know y'all be up in that mirror. Because when my family was playing out, I was feeling fine too. That's what it was. I like what I see when they look at me and I'm walking past the mirror. That's y'all. It's not just about that, y'all. That's a good momentary little feeling, y'all. That's a real good uplifter. Yeah, let's keep it. Come on now. Y'all don't look. Some of my saints are on there tomorrow. But Dr. Self, come on now. That ain't no holy. Give us a lot. So that ain't one that boosts the self-esteem. I said it. I'm talking to us concerning what we do, how we put so much focus on our outer. And I think I'm qualified. I had a gift of seamstress to be able to the ability to sew and design beautiful things. And my mother was always very supportive of me. She said, Felicia, you can still become a designer. You can still this. And I was like, Mama, that's not. I would tell my mom, I said, Mama, that's a hobby, but that's not what I believe that I'm supposed to be doing. I would tell her that as a teenager. I was making things and sewing things and putting things together so much as in my preteens and so on. If even if they got something for secondhand place or whatever, when we go there and and I didn't like how it looked, I would just cut off the sleeves and I redo the whole outfit. And people would be like, "Where do you get that from?" Even my classmate, well, oh my goodness, we never seen nothing like that before. So I'm speaking from experience. I understand, but I also was lacking in something internally. Something was bothering me. The reason why I focused so much more on the outer beauty of things. I knew that something wasn't right within my body. I was sickly. I was suffering from horrible menstrual cramps, throwing up every time, cramped over like somebody's just taking. If I don't know what it feels like to get stabbed, but sharp stab, it just felt like it. And I know it feels like to get stuck. I mean, they were hard. When nobody else around me was experiencing it, but one other young lady years later came along and says that she does the same thing. Didn't know I was anemic all those years. Didn't know that I even had the sickle cell anemia trait. Didn't even know that. But some way it did. My mother finally, I found out after having my son Kenneth. I had to find that out at 24. I'm like, wow. They said, did you know? And I said, no. Said, well, it got to be one of your parents that's a carrier. So if you know how to go, they said, if you mate with someone else, then your child has a more greater chance of getting the sickle cell anemia disease. And so this is one of the reasons why, for years, just in case you all don't know, I made it my business to give much counsel and directions to those and help for those who are suffering from that disease, because I still experience being on the American SAD diet. A lot of the side effects were in the summertime: cold hands, cold feet, poor circulation, jitters, having to get sugar to keep dicing me up. That's how I became a sugar addict. To this day, when I go in and I ask for when I go in and I ask for when I go in and I ask for something and I want some, whether it's juice or whatever, even if it's on a container that's not, I ask, is there any white sugar in here? And they laugh at me, but I'll be real, just so I know, just so I realize. I said, look, I gotta ask a question, or I need you to go in the back and find out. And that's only when I don't have my own container. If I just had a full day. And I tell them, I said, look, unless you want me running around here like a crackhead, I don't mean no disrespect to anybody, but that's just how I just break it down to them so they know, don't play with me concerning the sugar. I said, unless you want me running around here like a crackhead, I said, I need to know whether or not there's some white sugar in here. Your artificial sugar, what kind of sweetener do you have? I said, because this has a really horrible effect on my body and my energy. It throws me off tremendously. I just need the pure juice. Then they tell me. I said, well, we got to call, make the phone call. I'll wait. I ain't in a rush. And so that's how you all have to be, you all. And you have to protect your own self. I can't be there with you when you're having these encounters. You got to love yourself. You got to start loving yourself enough. This Wellness Wednesday, this day forward. So loving yourself enough to be concerned about what's in your body. The first thing y'all do, notice when you get your cooked food, we so backwards. And I did it too. So I'm not judging anyone. I'm just let's acknowledge, tell the truth, be honest. That's the first stage of fixing a problem, an issue that we have, a glitch. It's the glitch because we've seen it. This is a pattern that we've seen. Where y'all notice when y'all go out to eat, some of y'all go out to eat or somebody prep your food for you. First thing you looking at, trying to make sure there ain't nothing wrong with it. Now you can't tell what's all up in there in this cook, but you're concerned. You want to make sure if it ain't looking presentable enough, you're a little nervous if you're not super hungry. You're nervous. You're like, oh, so What's that up in there? Is that spicy? It smells a lot. Y'all real concerned when the food done been cooked. But the truth is that we're supposed to be concerned about what ingredients before they cook it, before they come out with it cooking. Because now they ain't cooked it, it's undissipated now. You can't tell. So you're supposed to be asking that question as you're looking at that menu. So what's in your calamari? What's in this? What's in that soup? What's it? You're supposed to ask that. I know some of you all do, but everybody don't. Some people get a little nervous because they be afraid that they're gonna do something. If you got to be afraid of somebody doing something to your food because you are politely and respectfully asking what's in the food, and they know the quote unquote allergies, food allergies is around, they rather get sued than to tell you, then you don't need to be eating at that restaurant. I just said it. Yes, I did. You need to be there. They'll make you feel comfortable. They're supposed to be respectful enough and professional enough to say, okay, well, let me find out, because they understand. They understand that everybody can't consume the same things. And this is just for peanut allergy, you all. So they don't know your body until you inquire. Start inquiring, because now that this is the flu-like season where the mucus on is cold and people are wiping their nose or passing stuff through their, especially in restaurants. They are passing these germs from all over the place. You come back, you think that it's just mucus when it's actually theirs, because they're not practicing good sanitary. Yes, I mean to deter y'all from these restaurants. Save your money. Fix your soup. Save your money. Fix the soup. But save your money. Fix your smoothie. Save your money. Blend your fruit. Save your money. Eat your fruit. Save your money. Get your multivitamin in you. Save your money. Come on, y'all. I don't know how many times I have to say that. And I'm not fussing. If that mama voice is coming out, y'all, I apologize. It's just that I'm so accustomed to this time of year of seeing how it's just the little things that we don't think about that we do on a regular basis. Or if you with a group of friends, I'm gonna go there. Or family to my but here she go, acting bougie about her stuff. Yeah, I only hear about one that used to try to try me like that. And I'm like, show is. I get look at her. I'm like, show is. I'm like, you not finna be up in my stomach. You not finna help me sleep well at night. If I get something in me that I know, here we go. You best believe I don't go out and eat with them much. I'm like, okay. One of the family members said to me on the last one, I'm gonna show you how bad I get it sometimes, but I just laugh it off now, y'all. They're going to a restaurant that we didn't know. We're going in honor of my daughter. You can imagine, and our mother passing. This was just a week ago, and one of the family members decided to make a little joke. So as we're going in there, they know I don't know it. I wasn't going to go at first because I didn't think I was going to be finished with a little work, but I didn't. I was like, y'all get me now because I'm going to get too busy. And so I went, since it was in honor of my mother and my sibling. One of my other siblings was in from out of town. And first thing we do, we can't even get into the restaurant without them cracking a joke. Tell me some. Oh, don't worry, the food is good, but for Miss Dr. Sheffer, that I'm sure they got some grass on the menu. And so you know what I did? I said, oh yeah, hey, got some grass on me. I said, long as it's some healthy grass and ain't got no chemicals on it, I'm good to go. I said, yep. I said, do they got some lemon with it so I can make it lemongrass? Did you hear me? Trying to make fun. Y'all gonna go through it, and it's okay. Now, mind you, this person is a little sickly in the head because they're frustrated because their hair was coming out and they need some answers. They was frustrated because their job wasn't there. See. You gotta know, a lot of times it's not just about you. It's about people being unhappy with their own selves, with them own selves. And because I understood that, I was not going to entertain no negativity. Got there, they had cauliflower, they had broccoli, they had salad, they had everything I wanted. The waitress was nice. They asked whatever question I had, and I asked nicely. And then there we go. And so all I could hear from my sister was like, "Oh, we're so glad." I was nervous. I'm so glad they had something that you like. I said, "Oh, me too." And so that's Nothing wrong with that. Years ago, people would try you. But the more and more you make it a lifestyle, the more and more you stand your ground, the more and more most people will get comfortable with you if you're like myself and a few others where you have these gatherings sometimes that you feel the need to go to. But it is also one of the reasons, though, y'all, too, why they said that we be ye separated one from another. How could two walk together except they agree? That's not just for relationships and y'all break up and get divorced. It's not that just doesn't apply to relationships. That applies to even sometimes family. Yes, it does. So I can't go to everything. I can't go to everything. Mostly because of work all the time and I got my hands tied with a lot of very important things. I have a lot of lollygagging time. Not that they do either, but I'm saying I can't make everything. But most of the time, but the force of separation, if there's too much resistance, where people are doing things on purpose, that's no different from it. Y'all know. Remember how it used to be when we in college and I never got a chance to hang out. I was going heading straight to church. I was a church girl. So I never got to that point to where I was hanging out, clubbing and partying and all that. Thank God, in college or school or anything like that. But nevertheless, I know many that were, and I had some kinfolks that had, and they experienced it. And it seemed like there was always one person in the group that's trying to set somebody up to fail or trying to give them too much to drink to make them get drunk. Y'all notice that? Somebody might have experienced that on this segment. See that as a saying with your food is what I'm saying, not just for your drink. Or they tell you never leave your drink because somebody can slip something in it. I have cases like that where people have lost their mind because what they called back in the day, we called it a Mickey. Them been slipped up inside their drink. Now I didn't know uh, from from left to right what a Mickey was, but I knew that it was something that meant that it messed the person's brain up. I had heard that as a child coming up. Now, I didn't hear that, and then of course, as time went by, and I started to study in medicine and going through nursing school, and then after now, I said, "Oh, okay. You mean to tell me they got a pill that can mess your whole mind up? Just one pill?" And what do? They don't put it in. Some of them come in capsules. They open up the capsule, look around. Most of us women are accustomed to it through them call it the date break pill. That one too, where they get the woman drowsy up, and before you know it, she wished away and she's done for. My apologies, condolences, and prayers go out to those that may have experienced that. I counsel with that as well. How to get the mind and the spirit back to a place where you're not feeling no longer like the victim. You are victorious if you have made it to this point and you have encountered being raped or someone taking advantage of you through your food or your drink. So let me put that out there for anyone that may have be listening on or might like to share. And then when my heart and my work has gone towards rape victims as well, for men and women. Yeah. Okay, now. So here goes. Any more questions, you all? This is Wellness Wednesday. I'm taking out the time to make sure that I try to cover all these bases for our word. Which card did I leave out? Oh, the B12. A lot of people are asking about this. And it is B12 that's inside of this advanced multivitamin. You all, matter of fact, let me go back to that and see. Yeah, we have vitamin E. It's in there, you all. And I am going to break down a lot of these very soon for you all. Right now is not the time. So I won't be able to be on for 2 or 3 hours this time, just for the record. We have vitamin C, we have vitamin A in there, we even have B2 in there, y'all, the rubabilin. We have that. Most of them have that, but they don't have it all natural form. But it's not enough to worry about. We do have B12 inside of this as well, but it's not enough. It's just a 200 mcg amount. You need more than that. You need at least a 500, the least, especially if you're not eating enough fruits and vegetations, you all. And so magnesium, we have magnesium in there, good for the bones. Y'all, we have biotin in there. We have vitamin B6 too, y'all. Man, it's loaded, y'all. I'm so thankful. Woo! I'm so thankful. I can't stress it enough. But here is your extra B12. I have the organic virgin. We call it the watermelon flavor, but it's made from the cherry tart. This is well. Where is mine? Did I have my extra one? I can't take this one. This is gonna be so. I just gave one to one of my elders. I want to take my vitamin B12 too, y'all. I have not taken anything yet. I had to come before y'all because I had consultations prior to this, but I knew I just needed to get it in because what happened for last YouTube, those who are on Facebook, you know that it's on Facebook, have not been able to transfer that over to Motivational Monday over to YouTube yet. However, I wanted to come before you all because what happened is that my internet was not connecting for some reason. It was not off. It just wasn't connecting. And go figure. And so I tried again. I wanted to make sure I got an earlier start. And I did have some very urgent matters that is going to cause for my assistant, for my elders today. And so that's the reason why I can't stay on. But I just wanted to make sure that I did a recap. Note that you all will be, because I have extras of the Thanks Healing book as well. I will be putting those in. Let me know if you all want the free. But I'm just going to put it in as a gift to you all for Thanksgiving. If you guys got any questions about what to use for those of you all that's going to cook, those of you all that's not going to be able to do all fruits, then just ask me. I will answer it too. I've got another question, and it just okay, Dr. Shaw. I just need the total amount to send, including. Okay, okay, sure will. I got you, and I have Pastor Simmons in too. That I have to, and yeah, you all haven't been playing. You all have been on it. I will get that to you because you already know how they do, and I do. I already have to order in for another shipment this week as well. Yeah. Okay, you all. I had to check that. Okay, give me 1 second, you all. Bear with me here. Yeah, on the road today. Yeah, I guess that's why they call it Hump Day, huh? Everybody getting that extra hump today. So yes, you all have to call in now. I don't. It's on this season. I tried to give you all the warning in advance. It gets the most busiest for me. Yes, it does. This season gets the most busiest out of all of the seasons because the good thing is that our people are not playing about their health, and so I'm thankful for that. I love it to see that you all are not playing about your health and wellness. That's everything. You can't do what you need to do. I can't stress it enough. You can't be the best that you want to be unhealthy. You just can't. It's too uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's too tiresome. It's frustrating. It's stressful. Now, the way you get the joy and happiness and the rejuvenation, the energy, the good spirit is to take care of yourself. Take one day at a time and take care of yourself. Get in those super foods. There's a reason why they call them superfoods. What's super about it? Gives you that supernatural feeling that most people aren't going to have because unfortunately most of us are sick. It's true. Y'all know it. Y'all around it just like I am. Just bear with me one moment. Facebook want to get me. I didn't tune in my Facebook group of people. Okay, Sister Candy, did you send in your order through the 618 number? Is what I need to know, or I can just check. That is the most easiest way, you all. If you all want to type in, let me share that with you. So I'm glad that you told me that. I did want to share that the most convenient way for us both is if you text in what it is that you want, and if you need the price again for everything is 25 as of right now. And yes, most of the raw organic sea moss is going for 35 and up, you all. So I'm not really making no real profit off of this at this point. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep it at this point, because as you know, in the holiday season, you all shipping and handling goes up. So let's keep that in mind. So get it while you can. It's just $25. The colon purifier, you get two of these. I'm working on ordering bigger bags so they can just do it in one bag, just for the record. That's $40 for that. That's a good deal. A lot of people are selling this for $50 and up, especially if it works. And then we have the moringa. The moringa, now it is 25 now, the moringa. However, if you're going to order more than one, you can't get it at 20. Not making much off of that at all either, but it's okay. I want to just make sure that you all get it into your system. This way, a lot of you all have some of these things, but you just don't have mine. And I do pray good prayers of healing over my natural herbs and my elixirs, just for the record. I do. I pray good prayers of healing over them. So when anybody worried about witchcraft and all this other stuff that's out there now, my prayer is going to overcome that. I can assure you that. So B12 for your energy and the digestion of your food. They help to absorb the nutrients. A lot of people don't realize that B12, it does do that. It helps with the absorption of your nutrients, not just to give you energy. As a matter of fact, that's why you're getting energy. Chlorophyll, the main abstract, they abstracted from your green leafy vegetables. Some of y'all can't chew, can't do it well, or you won't be able to do smoothies. This would be the chlorophyll drops, helps to cleanse the gut area. Really great, really good for it. One drop, one full syringe a day. I have to make sure I say that one full syringe a day. Colloidal silver, good for helping with clearing out mucus. They've been taking this for ages. All these things have been around forever. It's been in our food forever. Before, it's probably safe to say, before we were here. And so, but we got particular companies that have learned how to, in the best, most highly professional way, to abstract it good enough to keep the healing properties in it. And so I'm proud of the few that I work with, that I know firsthand. I have the information, certifications, license, and all. And you can pull up even articles on some of them and see where they fought to make sure that they were able to keep their wholesome products not being tainted by the so-called wicked powers that be. And so that's the only reason why I go through them. And because they're very pure, and I'm able to take it, and I'm able to see for myself that they are potent. Some of the others that I have taken, I'm not going to name out none, because I'm not going to try to do away with some. I just, bottom line, some I've had to stop taking because of too much alcohol content in it, or either because of but it is good for, if you are not getting in any non-GMO. Let me say this: if you're not getting, if you don't have any other vitamins, then take what you do have, what you can, that is all natural and non-GMO, without the artificial. Don't just dissipate or do away with them. Don't throw your money away. Don't throw away any good product, because it still beats, they still out trump the ones that you would get from Wally World and from these other. I'm gonna have a title for the CBSs and all that in a minute. Y'all know I'm coming with it, right? I'm gonna come with it in a minute. And I'm gonna have a name for them too in a minute. Yeah, because those are the things y'all should be on, going to them for notebooks and paper. Is about the most you should be going there for mops and brooms and stuff like that, but not for nothing that's for your true health and wellness. I'm gonna say that there's only a few things there, a few things that I get at those places that we are so accustomed to going to, giving our money to these people that are still profiting majorly from your death, from the demise of your life, and everyone else in this world. That's okay. We're gonna leave that alone. It gets too heavy for me sometimes, and so and I mean heavy where I get it bothers my spirit. And so we're going to get off of that. I am also, because I'm getting a lot of people that's trying that wants to try the moringa as the tea. I'm going to go and look for the tea steeper. I get it. Some people want to forget to get the tea steeper. So, those who are tea that like to do their tea steeper, and I'm even going to look into getting the bags and the tea bags. I'm just give me a little time. I'm gonna look into working it out and seeing if I can get that into so that way you all can make it convenient. Just drop it in there like what you're accustomed to. Some of you all don't mind. That's great. Those of y'all that's like myself, you don't mind putting stuff in there. But when you're in a rush, we done gotten used to the tea bag. So I am considering turning the moringa in to the tea bag moringas. That's what I'm considering doing with those. So if you guys like that idea, let me know. And then I'll work on making sure that we get the tea bag form instead of the bag form. So I will be changing around certain just a few things to make sure that they're more convenient. This is just our first round, y'all, and it only gets better from here. All right now, and so that's all I have to. That's all I have for right now that I could think of. I didn't say the prayer, and so but prayer is always in order. So I want to make sure that I say the prayer. If there's any questions right after that, I will answer a few. But then after that, I do have to say, hey, that beautiful. Oh, I didn't forget. Please send me in another date and time. Please do that. Please send me in another date and time, Sister Lauren. Okay, we're going to say a quick prayer, y'all. Any other questions? Then I'm going to chime out of here because I have more work to do, more groundwork to do, you all. Father, we thank you so much for blessing us to come before you again on this Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for not giving us a spirit of giving up just because of technical difficulties. We thank you so much for keeping us alive and well enough to be able to be support one to another on this Wellness Wednesday. We ask that you cover and protect all of your people from all hurt, harm, and danger. Bless us to be more aware of the spirits that's lurking about, the energies that's lurking about that's set out here to cause our people to be sick. And that's set out here to cause our people to be sick unto death. We ask that you give us power and victory over any negative energies, over any demonic forces and activities to come to set us back. And I ask right now, Father, that you continue to give us a mind to want to be healthy from our mind, body, and whole soul. In the name of Jesus and Yeshua HaMashiach, we pray. Amen. All right, y'all. Okay. Is that it? Because is that it, y'all? I'm almost at that 12 o'clock mark. I'm almost at the 12 o'clock mark. At the 12 o'clock mark. Thank you so much for the hearts. Got 10 minutes in. I'll sit and wait for y'all for about 10 minutes because it don't make no sense to leave about it here at 11:47 and I then come in until 11:20. But that's what I have. Do I need to go back over anything? Any questions about the products? And any that you have? I do, just for the record, I do have the purple sea moss in the powder and the flakes. So make sure that you all let me know when you're calling in which ones that you want that in. The colloidal silver, I can't stress this enough. This is also used as droppers. Don't try to ask the question to everybody. Just understand that just like when you go to the hairdresser, every hairdresser is not skilled in doing the same hairstyle, or every cook doesn't know how to cook all of the same dishes. They only get an idea. They only know based off of their experience. So you can't ask people about colloidal silver being drops. I'm just putting it out there, y'all. This is what I have experienced, what I've seen that has helped reduce the inflammation in our people's eyes. That's what natural sources do. And when you have the experience of working with things and you know how they work, well, me, I take things to the next level because it only makes sense that it wouldn't damage. So far, so good. Everyone that I know that I've recommended for drops that had inflammation, cataracts, build up in the eyes, all forms, it helps. One drop, not the whole syringe. If you encounter any type of discomfort, low water, you're fine. But this has been known for reducing the colloidal silver. Is also good for eye drops, so you can eliminate that prednisone that needs to get gone out of your life. That's causing mental disorders, stress problems, hypertension, everything underneath the sun. That's causing blindness, that's causing you to have to run back and forth into the vision doctor. I can't stress that enough. That's not good. Okay. Okay. What's your email? I think it may be better to reach you that way. And can you go over all the products you have? Thank you. Okay. The email is Dr. Chef, health and wellness at gmail.com. Again, it is Dr. Chef, DR, no dot, all lowercase, Chef, CHEF, health, and spell out the NAEND, wellness at gmail.com. And that is a lot of time, most time, that is better way to contact me. If you're having issues with getting in or getting through the line, you can always email me at that. Email me, you all. I do get emails in. I do have another one but I'm going to wait a little bit to share that when things get really loaded up, so that way you all can always have an extra way. Now, as for the products, she asked that I go back over the products again. You're very welcome. The B Advanced Multivitamin, please rewind, like and share. Rewind back. This right here helps with all of the vitamins and minerals, the superfoods, woo, that the body needs to get you a good boost and start off for the day. It helps with overall, as you take the 30-day supply of this is right now $69.99. So many more people would be selling that at $100 some, so that's the best price I can get for right now. It does not mean that as I get a chance to distribute it out and funds build up, does not mean that the price might not go down, because it's always my goal is to take away that excuse that it's too much, it's too much. Because if it's just too much, then in some cases it's just because some people are on a budget. And I do understand that. If you want to set up a payment system where you want to get it, let's say in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then you could call in and say, I need to make a payment range for those you all who have issues in that area. That way you can hold your product, or at least you'll be set for the next shipment to go out. That's the best I can think of for those who all that may need over $100 worth of products, and you saying, well, $100 is too much. I do it all the time, even with consultations. Note that you do get a free consultation anytime you're ordering products, just for the record. And then here we go. We're going to go. We got the multivitamins loaded with all forms of superfoods. You name it, this there. I am going to work on seeing if I could take a picture of all of the ingredients for you all, because that's just a lot. I'll be honest, that's a lot. Rewind it back on Lauren, if you can rewind it back, since this one was not that long. We're in our 45-minute bracket there. This one wasn't that long. Rewind it back to about I say about 10-15 minutes, about 15 minutes ago. I went down the whole list of those for you. And then the B12 energy, a lot of men like to take it for testosterone, to boost their testosterone level. But the energy applies the same to women as well. It helps us with our energy, but it also helps with digesting your food and your minerals properly. The enzymes inside of the B12 is known for helping the body to absorb nutrients well. And that's one thing that a lot of people don't discuss or say about the power of the all organic B12. I was taking one, but I found out that it wasn't all natural as this one. The colloidal syrup, I just said it. It's good for building mucus. Most people take it for flu. It tastes like water, mostly with just a little bit of taste. I prefer to it more like a marine algae water, but nevertheless, it's an easy take. You take one whole syringe drop of that when needed. You don't have to take it every day, just when needed. Take that, and it helps with binding up mucus so that the body can dissipate that to help boost your immune system. And a lot of people are also taking it. Oh, and then for sinus, it helps to clear out the sinus as well for those who have sinus issues, especially this time of year. And then for vision, you can use it as a drop, 1 or 2 drops a day, depending on your vision issue. And no, do not take it with your contact lenses on. It's best that when you're removing it first thing in the morning, and then right before bedtime when you're removing your contact lenses. I hope no one is sleeping in their contact lenses. That is not healthy for your eyes. If you are, please stop doing that, please. It's not good for your eyes. And so colloidal silver helps with purifying and reducing inflammation as well in the eyes, is what I'm stating. Chlorophyll cleanses the gut. Your abstract from your green leafy vegetables, those who are not, that feels like you want to get that extra cleanse through the chlorophyll. It helps to detoxify the body from a liquid standpoint. Yes, you can take this a whole drop of chlorophyll for that as well to help with the cleansing of the gut. The moringa, the power of the moringa. I'm gonna start calling it the miraculous moringa. It is known for helping to reduce inflammation, known for being an appetite suppressor. So you save money if you're not getting hungry, y'all. Okay, now improves wound healing, helps the body to heal the wound up real fast or whatever surgery. It's good to get the moringa. I know that for a fact. I have a client that I did this with that had gone and back and went in for back surgery, had been pronounced brain dead. um, Heart hadn't stopped yet. Blood sugar level was over 200. High blood pressure was over 200. Um, what else did they have wrong with them? They were obese. And the moringa powder form is what I use for them for their feeding tube. In the morning, and then I only use like a couple of essential oils on the toe and on the head, frankincense, peppermint, myrrh, and the power of prayer. They were awake the next morning. That's all I have to say on that one. That's my most powerful. That's why I call it the miraculous. And you get an organic, good form of the moringa. So if you're down and out, migraines, headaches, if it can bring a person out, help bring a person out of coma, y'all, then you should know what the power of the moringa is. Okay, but most people take it sprinkling in soups. You can take it, and some people to make a tea out of it. I like to do both. I like to blend it up in this raw flake form, put it into my watermelon drink. As you see, it's in the fluid, so now it's activated. So I like to put mine in there. I don't always tea steep it because I got other teas that I like to take. And so, but for those of you all that want to take it as a tea, that's absolutely fine. You can mix it with lemon, lime. You can mix it with a little bit of organic, raw, local honey if that's what works for you. Or a little blue agave for those who have to have sweeteners. But of course, it's always better when you take herbs in this bitter, raw form and most potent and most powerful. Okay, I only recommend you to do those in that way. If for those who struggle with taking in something that's not sweet. Okay, so much for the moringa. The colon purifier. This is where it all began. You all sickness lies and dormant of your 24 feet long colon, large intestine. I had some people that's questioned me about whether or not the body can hold more than 5 pounds of fecal matter. Absolutely. Whoever told you that it can't, I would question their experience. I'm going to pause for that one. Yes, the body can hold more than 5 pounds of fecal matter. Yes, your colon can. Yes, it 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 can. I can't stress enough. I can't believe I've heard that, but I guess once again, everybody have their own experiences that they have. But mine's, I'm speaking from the standpoint of that I have had to clean many people as early as the age of 17, and we're not gonna get to the baby pampers for these sumo babies that we done came across weighing more than 5 pounds. Y'all ever gone to the restaurants where you get your food, your plate, and your little styrofoam there, and then they weigh it, and then they pay, and then you have to pay according to how many pounds of food that you got? You ever did that before? Well, you and taking in all that food and then turn around and got another meal. Do you think that if you're able to eliminate that it's going to come out to being less than 5 pounds? But yeah, you had a 10-pound plate. Come on, y'all. Yeah, some of it's going to come out liquid form through the urine. But in most cases, y'all done got meat, you done got bread, you done got pastas, you done got rice, all that stuff that's coming out through your fecal matter. So let's just use a little common sense, especially for those who are that's eating more than one meal a day. If you eat more than one meal a day, common sense, let's do the math. You don't have to be a math wizard to get this. Let's do the math. And I'm not fussing. I just can't believe that I had heard someone actually say that, and they were supposed to, they coming to me, asking me about that, and saying that another holistic person or naturopath told them that you can't eliminate more than 5 pounds. That's a lie. That's not true. There you go, y'all. There you go again. Y'all see that little thing? Look, Y'all gonna know me through that little mark. I like, I said, we're carrying around up to 100 pounds up in our gut and bellies. A lot of our people that's obese, and you saying they can't eliminate more than 5 pounds. Now, do that make sense? But yet, if I put their belly on the what you call it, that's not all liquid. That's not all fat. And even if they burn the fat, then where do you think the fat is going to go? It don't go out the feet. It's not just burning out through sweat. No, it's going through a bowel movement. 90% of it will go through a bowel movement. When they start to work out and they start to burn that body fat, that excess amount of body fat is going through the bowel movement. That's the reason why they're trying to skip that now and do liposuction and all these other surgeries now, because they don't want to have to go through having to break it down the natural way. And in some cases, they can't. They can't, because it's not real fat. It's made from plastic and all these other different foreign um, substances that's made this stuff turn into hard rock. So if you come across someone, they got a hard rock belly, then 9 out of 10, they got gallstones that they have not passed. So I got to take it there. They got all different types of plastic, thick plastic from this artificial plastic food that you are taking in, all this artificial cheese that's turning into plastic. That's what that is. And that's the reason why people are working themselves out to death. That's the reason why I don't recommend real hardcore workout either, unless you people that I've known that's able to do that usually have mental issues. Yep, I said it. They ain't gonna fuss all they want to. Now look, I can handle it. People that's stressed, that's people that's stressed out. They going in there trying to get ripped up like a rock. I didn't know. That's people that's suffering with a lot of other underlying conditions. I know. You asked me in the consultation how I know. Yeah, mental problems, real serious ones at that. Your exercise is truly supposed to consist of you taking a nice brisk walk. That's why you all used to see them tune in and walk. Yeah, nice brisk walk, exercise. The body is aligned properly. The whole body is able to take and benefit from that nice walk. You swinging the arms, so the arms is getting toned. That belly, the ribs, it started. More and more you walk, more and more you walk. Some of y'all, it's not safe to walk where you at. Fine, walk throughout the house, walk up and down the steps, walk around the house, walk in the garden, walk somewhere, but get that walk in. Do a little light exercise, take yoga. That's good. Those who all that can stretch your body, yoga, your range of motions. You can be in this chair. See how I'm moving in this chair? It's all different type of ways to get exercise in. Light exercise. If you're not running for a marathon like the brother that I've just met that won a marathon, if you're not doing that, then I don't. And even they know that walking is the best exercise. Yes, you can jog, but make sure that cardio is good and clean. Make sure there's no clots in there. That's why you've seen so many cases of people going for a run or a jog and they drop dead, you all. Breathing, clot. Things just clotted up in the system. I don't know how they was in such good shape. No. Maybe went into, I'll give it that even if there was something was on their mind, they stopped breathing properly. That's the only way that's the only way you can have a heart attack, is there some type of blockage somewhere within those valves. They were working out in order to try to stay healthy, but we think that just because somebody is ripped or somebody looking muscular, that means that they're the most healthiest. That's not true. I call it tightening up trash. When you can see them eating in and everything. And yes, some people have a more high metabolism than others, meaning more acetone goes in to break down their body. But you don't know what person's eating all day either. People can make you think that they're doing something, but you're not there with them 24/7, then you can't really say. But I can assure you, I've worked with enough that usually when that people are working out their hard, busting the kind of sweat, yes, a lot of them get good results, but notice most of them can't keep it on. 90% of them can't. If that's not their field, if that's not what that's what they're doing for making money. I only seen fitness trainers that stay in that field be able to keep up that type of tone, even for the women. They have to have some type of choice of work or career to do that. And so if you're not one of those, then I recommend our people not to stress themselves out trying to look like He-Man and She-Ra. Okay? That's what I recommend. Get your normal regular exercise in, your walking, swimming, whatever you can. You can even go to the sauna to sweat off some sweat. As long as you don't go in after you done just had something to eat and you know you done had a load of salt, or you know you constipated either, because sometimes they can drive the blood pressure up too high. And let me put that out there. They had a lot of clients that have called in many times, going to the YMCA, calling in talking about somebody just kind of, I was feeling so dizzy. Just my blood pressure went up. I said, what did you eat? Give me what you ate in the last couple of hours. I always can pinpoint it to what they ate. What were you thinking about? Stressing in the sauna. Don't go there. You go in the sauna to de-stress, not to go in there worried about nothing. Don't go up in no sauna stressing, worried about nothing. You go in there, that's the purpose of it, to de-stress you, not you to go in there to stress. Come on, y'all. Let's use a little common sense here. And so that's where you at. The moringa, the purple sea moss, the most potent all known for balancing out the weight. The most common that I'm hearing that's helping healings that's taking place with the power of this my supernatural sea moss, the purple kind, is that a lot of people are being able to stabilize their weight. A lot of people are stating that those that have high blood pressure issues, their blood pressure levels is back to normal, or at least significantly lower, more closer to normal than not from it. And then headaches, taking away headaches, migraines, also regulating their blood sugar level. Arthritis. I've heard many testimonies, people that's taking their sea moss on a regular basis, arthritis, because think about it, it's an anti-inflammatory. So if it's reducing inflammation, then that means automatically it's going to allow the body to focus, to open up. The muscles going to relax now. The blood flow minerals that's going inside of it, 92 minerals that the body needs, have to have it. It has to have it in order for it to be healthy. Comes on, so that strengthens the bones. It has its form of magnesium and all different forms of minerals that the body needs. That's why it comes from the crude of the bottom of the sea, and why it's important that when you get it, that you're getting it from a place where they know how to take and distill things properly, where you're not getting an excess amount of radiation. That's the reason why I go with the purple, not just because I love the color purple, but because it is the most potent. Once again, the more darker, in this case, the more darker your sea moss, the more healthier and more healed you can be. That's where I'm going to go. I know y'all like the little golden color. I know I'm gold color too. I know the bags is gold, and that's fine. You can get your benefits out of it and get more out of the purple is what I'm saying. Yes. And so if you can get the purple and do so, if you have the gold or you have the green, you can utilize that. That's fine. And you can get some good results from that as well, but not as much as you can with the purple. Okay, and then I forgot. I'm glad that Sister Lauren told me to go through it. I think my time is almost up. Okay, yes, it is. I went over a little bit. Those you all that are not on your regimen, those you all that are falling off too much, you know who you are, or if you want for your family and friends. I'm trying not to get too personal sometimes because I don't want people not getting it, because I'm like, oh, I don't want her to think. It's not about what I think. It's about what I have to help you with your health and wellness. So we're not going to say that. So I'm not going to mess with you all, with those of you all. But for life, I promote this. This is not something that goes profit right back into me. Yeah, I ordered them by the books for you all, because this was known for helping so many people in the midst of the pandemic, and that had already been diagnosed with you know what. And I gave this to them not knowing, honestly, not knowing. It was my first time using the product as well. I just heard about it for years. It came highly recommended through another colleague of mine, that's another doctor, and I wound up looking, and I seen it. I was like, oh, okay. Gave it to the families that were still on meat and dairies and eating other things, since it was more friendly for them. And it tastes so-called tastes good. The citric, the orange tastes really good, good for breath freshener. The mint, nice light mint. They say take it 5 to 10 times. No way. Couple of times to squirt in the mouth if it's not too much heavy. Everybody came off of their condition. Everybody's immune system was boosted. I even had clients that were 300 to 400 pounds and that hadn't been eating nothing healthy, that had been diagnosed and sprayed this spray. Within 2 3 days they were out the bed, went and got their test, they were good. I had people that were heavy drinkers, that very malnutrition, not eating healthy, taking this spray. Took a couple of them. They thought they was going to have to be rushed into the ER. This is the only natural, more natural spray that they had, immune booster that they had that brought them out of it. They didn't have to go to the hospital. The list goes on and on and on and on. I had quite a bit of nurses that I have in the family and other clients. Same thing. They was carrying around squirted. They noticed to pull out all that excess mucus. May have tested positive by the time they got finished taking this. Within a day, or within 24 hours to 72 hours, go back for testing, clear. So this is the reason why I promote the For Life. Um, it's called the Transfer Factor Immune Spray. It comes in mint and it comes in at $35. I I paid 30 for this, you all. So you do the math. You're paying for the shipping and handling, $35, but it's well worth it. I could not let this go by based off of the testimonies that I've seen. I told you I don't go off of just stats. It's good to read and all that. That's fine. But when you're in my position where this is your life, this is your lifestyle, I listen to my people and they tell me what works well. I listen to the majority and what works for them and what doesn't. Every now and then you'll come across one or two people that may have their own unique conditions. That's okay. We critique. I believe in critiquing as I need to for each individual. But for now, this is the reason why I promote this product in particularly because of that. So if you all want to order that, you can as well. It's 25 for the liquids. So for all three of the liquids, that'd be 75. It is 70 for the advanced Dr. Chef natural liquids, advanced multivitamins. That is my brand. People ask, "Well, that's the brand?" Yes, it's mine. Uh, and then the moringa, the powerful moringa, all of the moringas and the powders, except for the colon purified, the sea moss, get it while you can. It is 25, and the moringa is 25 now. And so, and then the purifier, the colon purifier is just 40 for your monthly supply of that. You do get a free consultation as well. So I don't know what the kind of better deal to give you all. I do pray that I get to a place to where I get so much of a flow. Now I'm gonna tell you what I like to do with some extra finances. I get to a place where it's such a flow to where I'm able to just give them out, and you guys just give in donations where you can. That's what I like to get to, and I believe that it can one day. That's why my faith lies right there. And so that's what you all can pray about, where I get grants that's not hassling me about nothing that I'm doing, and funds to come through where all I'm able to do is just put it into getting the best of the best products that you all need. Eventually that turns into food as well, where I'm able to take and box up and ship some good foods. That's where my goal is to be able to do that. Maybe take funds just to pay people to help distribute. That's what my desire is. And then that way we can take out this whole pay for this, pay for that, cost of that, cost of that. That's how my mind thinks, and that's where my heart is. And so I put it out there our way on purpose because you just never know. You never know who God may deal with to help in that area to where we don't have to worry about breaking up prices. You send in a donation, we that means we already have enough, and then you say what you need and you get it. That's what my heart's my whole heart desire is for you all. But for now, we're going to do it this way until we get there. I believe, and I believe that we will. All right. So I pray that that was enough. That was enough info for you, Lauren. Again, I look forward to being able to speak to you all again. I'm glad I was able to take out this time with you all. I do have to get to another consultation. I will not forget, Sister Candy. I'm looking for your what child, Pastor Simmons. If you are still on, if you could do the same, tell me what it is that you want, and then I will send in the total. That would be much more helpful for me when you all are ordering prices. That's the reason why I've been using this past week to go over what everything does. You can still ask questions as needed. I'm going to go in and check now because I know once I get off this live stream, that's it. And yes, I didn't get a chance to get Facebook in this time. Okay, I see you, Sister Candy. Okay. Okay, Sister Candy, I sent you back. I wanted to make sure that I did that in enough time beforehand. I will look for. Absolutely, it does. That's a good question. Welcome to the Ancient Kitchen by Jazz. I need to know what you got going on in your ancient kitchen, Miss Jazz. I like that. I'm glad I looked up. Yes, it does. The jail form has a shelf life of 2 weeks, and that's another reason why I don't do the gel form. I leave that up to you all if you all want to do that. Like I said, those type of herbs, I know it's popular, you all. They're trying to make sure that you all get into your system, and there have been some health benefits, most definitely, from getting it distilled from the gel form. So I'm not going to knock that, but just I like for my people to pay attention to when things start to become very commercialized, and know that just because when you start changing the content of something just so people can consume it more and adding all these other different fruits and all this other side. That's just for you all to desire it more and make it more appealing, to make it more, um, yeah, more of a want for you all. The gel part of sea moss. Now, this is my frame of mind concerning this. But to get the herb in this raw form is most always will be the most potent way, will always have the most highest healing ratios than changing the aspect of it. Yes, and that's another reason why I didn't want to do the gel. I did. I watched it. I went to our second Black festival that we had here about 2 weeks ago. And I saw a brother, he had it packaged up well. I'm be honest, I felt sorry for him. But he had all different flavors of that gel sea moss. And and that's not to say people don't buy it, because they do. I've even purchased some once myself. But I'm be honest, because I have other things and I had all my melons and everything. I let that thing sit up. I opened it up, I ate it twice, and then I just set it to the side. And I paid $35 for that gel version of the mason jar. What that mason jar? I have a mason jar size. I think that's a 8 ouncer. I had a mason jar. Yeah, 8 ounce jar. Yeah. I had 8 ounce jar of it. I set it aside. because it's more. I got so used to sprinkling my sea moss into my food and me tasting it that way and feeling rejuvenated that way, or putting it in my smoothie when I want to. So you all just be careful with that. I'm not knocking anyone because it's still better than you going to get a bunch of high fruit corn syrup jelly. So I'm not saying that. Okay, it is best to go that route. I am going to say that it's best to have it than not have it. If that's the only way you feel like you can consume it, is by getting it in the jelly form. But just know, yes, a very good question. Yes, it has 2 weeks. It'll give or take 2 to 3 weeks shelf life there. Wherewith when you getting your your sea moss in this raw form, yeah, there is no shelf life to that. And then in the case where you're able to seal it back or either pour it into another jar or container that you want, there is no 2 weeks for it being in this more natural form in the leaf or in the flake or grain or the powder form. That's a dry food area if that's time. And so that is what was a turn off for me. Now I can't speak for everybody else. Some people they know they need the minerals, and so they do. They'll take it and they'll eat it all up all at once. Good for you all. Me personally, no, I did not. I wound up wasting it. As a matter of fact, I gave it away. I gave it away because I didn't want it to go to waste. But $35 for the jar of sea moss. Okay, that's all I got to say on that. So thank you so much for that question. Is there any other questions before I leave out? I'm going to use my water. I'm going to keep it simple. I put my moringa up in here, and I'm going to take, y'all saw, oh, did y'all know this is candy? Y'all asked me, can you take it on an empty stomach? I feel perfectly fine. No grumble, no nothing. And I hadn't had anything. This was going to be my first thing, was my watermelon with my moringa, and it was going to be my first juice I took. No upset stomach, no eerie. Y'all know how I am. I don't know how to hold that in. I'm just keeping 1,000 with y'all. If something didn't feel right in me, I'll let you know. And I'll bite my tongue on whether it's my product or not. I'm gonna let you know. Because I don't want nobody giving me no opinion. Well, Dr. Seth, you said that this is such, and what happened was that's none of you all, but I've gotten it. Look, I've heard from others that I work with, people calling in and talking about their head hurting and all this because somebody done gave them herbs, too many herbs and all. I'm like, what? I said, no, baby. The grandmama came in. I said, no, honey. I said, no, you don't take all that. You can die. I said, you can land up in a hospital. You can overdose yourself on herbs. That's too powerful for you to do that. Now, put those on the shelf. Take only 2 of those. Matter of fact, give yourself a 24 to 48-hour break is what I would tell them. But yes, this worked well with my stomach. Empty stomach, didn't have nothing. So advanced multivitamins, so far so good. And I know my system is different from you all, but still, if it's real fruit and vegetation, it's not supposed to. That's not supposed to be no concern about whether or not you put it on empty stomach. You put it in the stomach for the nourishment of your stomach. It's real fruit. It's real herbs. It's real. You're not supposed to have to be concerned with this many fruits and vitamins. It better make it do what it do. It better not have no problems with you taking on an empty stomach, is what I'm trying to say. That's supposed to be no different from this. That's how potent, how real, how all natural, non-GMO your multivitamins. If your multivitamins through taking on empty stomachs cause you an issue, disregard. I said it. Cast it to the sea of forgetfulness. It's not natural. Now, if your body has been very sickened and you realize it has to go through its process, and when it's detoxifying itself, it may be a little discomfort, but that's not supposed to last for no days in and days out. That's not supposed to last all day long. Now, for addicts, I am a certified drug counselor, so I do know in cases where people are on multiple prescription drugs or have been on other forms of drugs, they do go through that when they have to detox, and when there's one where they go through withdrawals and it aches and pains and it kills because the cells now, the bad bacteria and chemicals is a monster. That's demonic for sure. That energy is going to, it's fighting up against your body trying to heal itself. It can cause you to have migraines, can cause you, but boy, when you get finished and not putting anything else toxic on that system, you will be made whole and anew. After 9 times 10, after the third day, depending on how much toxicity and drugs that you've allowed in your bloodstream. Thankfully, I pray there's none of you all, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay? All right. I hope I answered your question, and I'm glad to have you on. Thank you so much, you all, for tuning in. I love you all. You remember, have a beautiful, healthy wellness Wednesday on purpose. I look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. I may start back in on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm working my way through it, you all. Just know that I have shipment going out this week. So those of you all that want to take in to the 618-388-8100 number for your consultation or to order products, please do so. You can do that from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Right now, my time is 12:25 to give you an idea of what the Central Standard Time is. I know if this is not your time zone, it's not something that you keep in mind. Central Standard Time, it is 12:26 here. Okay? And so you can count from there. You know whether or not I'm an hour before or after you do that. I even get mixed up sometimes myself, even though I do this quite a bit still. So that's why I gave you all the time. And so you all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday on purpose. Y'all can make it do it. Keep on humping until you get to that triumphant Thursday and that fitness fruitful Friday, okay? And then I see you all again on Motivational Monday. If anything come up, keep a lookout. If there's anything that's really significant that I feel like I need to come back before you all, I will put it in the notifications and you all to check, and you will see it like today. All right. Until next time, y'all have a blessed and beautiful day and be healthy. All right. Love you all. You're very welcome.